You probably use WhatsApp every day. But do you know the insane story behind it? The man who created WhatsApp grew up poor, lived on food stamps, and worked as a janitor. But just a few years later, he sold WhatsApp to Facebook for $19 billion, one of the biggest tech deals in history. This is the unbelievable story of Jan Koum, the refugee who went from cleaning floors to changing the way the world communicates. Jan Koum was born in 1976 in a small village in Ukraine, back when it was still part of the Soviet Union. Life was tough. His family didn't even have running water, and people lived in constant fear of the government spying on them. But in 1992, when Jan was just 16 years old, his mother made a life-changing decision. They fled to America in search of a better life. But the American dream didn't come easy. Jan and his mother arrived in California with almost no money. They survived on food stamps, living in a tiny apartment with barely any furniture. His mom worked as a babysitter, and to help out, Jan took a job as a cleaner at a grocery store. He didn't speak much English, he didn't fit in at school, and every day was a struggle. But he had one advantage. He was smart and determined. Jan was fascinated by computers. He couldn't afford expensive classes, so he taught himself to code using books from the library. He spent hours learning how to program, experimenting with code, and mastering cybersecurity. His hard work paid off. He got accepted into San Jose State University, and at the same time, he landed a job at Yahoo as an engineer. At Yahoo, Jan met Brian Acton, who would later become his business partner. They both got tired of corporate life and wanted to build something on their own. Then, in 2009, Jan had an idea. He wanted to create an app that let people send messages easily without ads, without collecting data, and with strong encryption. He called it WhatsApp, short for What's Up. And guess what? In the beginning, it flopped. WhatsApp barely had any users. Jan was so frustrated he almost shut it down. But then, something happened. Apple launched push notifications. That meant WhatsApp could instantly alert users when they got a message. And just like that, WhatsApp exploded in popularity. Millions of people started using it, especially in countries where texting was expensive. WhatsApp became a global sensation. By 2014, WhatsApp had 450 million users, and one person was paying very close attention, Mark Zuckerberg. Facebook had its own messaging app, but it couldn't compete with WhatsApp's massive success. So Mark made a move. He invited Jan to his house for dinner and offered to buy WhatsApp. The price? $19 billion. At the time, it was the biggest tech acquisition ever. And here's the craziest part. Jan signed the deal outside the same welfare office where he once collected food stamps. Jan became a billionaire overnight, but there was a problem. Facebook started going against everything he believed in. WhatsApp was built on privacy and no ads. But Facebook wanted to start collecting data and running ads inside the app. Jan fought against it for years, but in 2018 he quit WhatsApp and walked away from billions of dollars in future earnings. Today, Jan lives a quiet life. He's not flashy, he doesn't give many interviews, and he mostly spends time collecting expensive cars and donating to charity. But one thing is clear. He went from a poor refugee on food stamps to one of the richest self-made billionaires in history. Jan Koum's story proves that hard work and resilience can change your life. But what do you think? Did he make the right choice leaving Facebook? And do you still trust WhatsApp today? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more inspiring stories.